You have joined us for our weekly installment of our beloved little program we like to call Tree City 1 AM, the one and only late stop for everyone in the Treasure Valley, Potato Citizens, and otherwise to receive their latest in underground hip-hop news, fun facts, fun stories, and this time, for this summer, for this series, this special we're doing, 12 episodes long, we're sharing the spooky tales of our past, of our lives, everything that has led us to this point. We've already had crime, we've had mystery, we've had cryptids, Bigfoots, aliens, we've had shapeshifters, ghosts, conspiracy theories. We've had all kinds of things pass through in the first 5 weeks of this Campfire Summer Series. We celebrated our 100th episode last week with a little break and a video episode, and now we're back for the 6th installment of the Campfire Summer Series. This time, we're hosting two creatures we know very well, we're very familiar with, and we've been seeing regularly around town in the hip-hop scene lately. Friends of the show, Wishi 6K and Roduzay. How are you guys doing?
Quite fantastic. Glad to be back.
Doing well.
You guys have made it a habit of stopping in this summer, and I appreciate it. And in fact, do you notice something atop my head that...
Ooh, yeah, Adam's got it on. He's got the 6,000 hat on. He's rocking it.
I've got a 6,000 hat on. I've owned it for about 2 weeks, and let me tell you, my life has changed. I've been trying by small degrees, ladies and gentlemen, listeners everywhere. If you don't know, I've been trying ever since I met him. Little by little, every day I take a small step into becoming Wishi 6K. I've started working out. I've severed some ties with people in my life. But overall, it's all positive. My life has changed for the last 2 weeks for the better. I've had this hat, the top of my head, 100% cool guy. The rest of my body's still catching up.
The trucker gives you superpowers.
It does.
Thank you. I thought so myself. That's what I've been telling people. You're the first one to actually say that back to me. But of course, I'm usually saying that to females in a bar situation, so it's probably not the best case. But I'm glad that I have this. I'm glad that you're back. I'm glad that I can glean from you just a little more what it is to be Wishi 6K. And Roduzay, you know I love you, but you're a little too slick. I typically
What can I say?
I typically don't like having you around just because you seem shifty. If you ever notice, I don't let you be alone. If someone's always walking with you, that's by design, and that's just because you're a little too smooth.
Yep. Slick like that.
But welcome. Thank you guys both for coming back. Thank you both for settling in. And like I said, you've been coming around. You hung out with us a couple weeks ago with Pleasantville.
Shouts out.
Two guys that you guys have teamed up with most recently on Heart of the City and Highly Suspect, the single off of that small, what are you calling that, an EP?
Yeah, an EP.
EP? All right. So we heard, to anyone who's paying attention, we heard a little bit about the origin story on that side of things, and we've heard a lot about you guys always being in the mix. You work a lot with other Farsighte alum, Crevice. You got Versa and Himlo out there you guys collaborate with a lot. You two seem to have a special relationship with. You're kind of a tag team duo. Mm-hmm. I would say you probably work together more often than you do with the other guys. So why is that? Tell us a little bit in your own words for once, since you finally get the chance to kind of break through the noise and just be represented independently.
Yeah.
Who is Wishi 6K? Who is Roduzay? And what led to you guys being the terrible team that you are?
So, I feel like what makes us like separate as a duo compared to us as solo artists is that when we are solo artists, we're just kind of focusing on taking different directions. Like if Zay wants to go do a G-Funk album, then he's probably gonna go do that G-Funk album himself if I'm not feeling the sound, or if I want to go do a grunge hip hop album, alternative, Zay might not want to do something like that. So, I still have the freedom to go do that, and I'm gonna step out of that box. But
Yeah.
the whole goal, like when we get together, every single time with every project is always just, okay, let's just make the hardest tracks ever. Like what would sound good live, and what would get people hyped. That's always been the goal. How it kind of started too. It was it was late
2020?
very early 2023.
Yeah.
It was we were in the midst of making the Llamas mixtape 2, which unfortunately never got finished. But once we were like, we realized, oh, that's not happening. That's not gonna happen. And I was trying to focus on some solo stuff, but I couldn't really figure it out. And I was just like losing steam, not feeling it. And then one day Zay was just like, let's make a
cook up,
song. Let's make a song together.
Yeah.
And
And then we cooked up Everlasting Purgatory.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it was basically it from
But yeah,
there.
I feel like it was automatic chemistry.
Yeah.
We just started.
Worked well
Yeah.
together.
Once we started we did one song and it was like, cool, let's do 2 more and let's make another one. And then we had 8 and we were like, oh, this all sounds really cool. Let's make it a project. And then it ended up being, like, to our standards, one of our best performing releases. So we were like, okay, let's do this again. And then 4 months later, I think it was, we put out Mass Destruction, another 8-track. And after that, that one also performed our best to that point, and we were like, people really like this, and this is really grabbing people.
Let's keep
So
it going.
let's keep this going. Now for this next project, which ended up being Eternal Damnation, we were like, let's flesh this out more, and let's try to make something more grand out of it. Take what we did on Everlasting Purgatory and Mass Destruction, and combine
really
the two, dial it in, and just elevate it. Take what the people liked, and just make it one big thing. And like on every aspect, lyricism, production,
Yeah.
like the mixing, the mastering process, the cover art, just everything about it. Let's take it to another level. And we did that. And I mean, that one I would say is probably our more, to our standards, of course, like more successful release. And I think it just it grabs people just because when we're together, we're just having fun with it at the end of the day, when we don't try to take ourselves too seriously. So it's like, let's just make fun tracks that people can bob their heads to. That's really the goal.
Yeah.
I'm definitely bobbing my head to it. And you guys have very unique individual sounds that go very well together. You kind of talked about right there. You complement each other very well. However, that said, your sounds are not ones that are very common around the valley or in underground Boise hip hop. Where do you guys get your inspirations? What do you guys put on at the end of the long day, or if you're maybe having trouble writing, like what do you listen to that gets the spark going for you?
That's like that question. That bag is so deep, but I will let Zay start with what inspires you.
Yeah. I pretty much listen to a lot of like underground funk. So like that inspires me a lot more on when I'm doing the funk side of things. But like when it comes to the G-funk things, just more of like the old school classics and just like the really underground bangers that a lot of people don't know about. Those really hit the spot for me. So that's really what I take inspiration from. And then just all the music I've been listening to is a lot. Like definitely, it's hard to like pinpoint exactly what, because
yeah, it's like a big pot of things. Like, and I would say my inspirations for, I mean, it's such a wide variety, but I mean like anything from like Alice in Chains to like, I mean like Denzel Curry, I mean, even like go way back when I was a youngin' and like Eminem.
Yeah.
It's just everything, you know, like throw some like R&B in there, like some Amy Winehouse. Like there's everything. There's like
yeah.
little thing, and then like underground, mainstream, whatever you could think of. Like I'm probably listening to, and I'm picking apart little things from each genre, and being like, ooh, I like this aspect about it,
Yeah.
and like how can I apply that? And Isaiah, like Roduzay or Zay, you know, just brings a whole different energy, because he be tapped into, like, I'm not gonna lie, a lot more underground stuff than I am. He always has been. So he, I feel like, brings a different energy and suggests a sound that maybe I don't think I would ever be able to tap into without him.
Oh yeah, Zay holding it down, the Bo Ida chop and screw scene.
Yeah.
Yep. I love me some chopped and screwed.
Right. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I mean, you're straight out of Houston with some of the sounds, especially on your latest release, The Resurrection, which I want to talk about later. And just keeping that in mind, we better get moving on because we do have a lot going on.
Let's do it.
If you didn't know, today is not only a big day because we have special guests Wishi 6K and Roduzay, or Roduzay and Wishi 6K if you're going alphabetically. They are in the studio, but today was a great day for everyone here in the great Gem State and in the sweet little capital city that we call home. And do we know why that is, gentlemen? Because it was a day celebrating one of three of our favorite food groups, the trifecta, the entire pyramid being represented here, in that this show has always been very outspoken proponents of cheeseburgers, pizza, and the third food group, tacos. Straight from our best friends to the south of us, bringing all their beloved food up to us. And, I don't know, some poor appropriation of it at least. But we appreciate it all the same. So tonight we are celebrating tacos because Tacotopia and Little John aren't the only ones who can have fun. And they're not the only ones who can have tacos. So we're going to have some taco-themed content. We're going to make some tacos. We're going to go live on Instagram, live with a taco cam. And we're going to eat good in the neighborhood coming up after this. It is Tree City 1 a.m. It is now 1:30. We're going to stay through the second hour, going into the Sonic Moon Hour. You're listening to KRBX Radio Boise 89.9 FM. And this is our Campfire Stories Summer Series with Wishi 6K and Roduzay. I am Adam Amoeba. I am the weirdo behind Tree City 1 a.m., the one holding it down for the late night hip hop heads who find themselves awake normally from 1 to 2 a.m., at which point we surrender to Sonic Moon. However, this time we're staying 2 hours, 2 full hours, and I'm not doing it alone. I've spent enough late nights alone as it is. We got the Taco Cam live. We're making tacos, we're cooking, we're sitting around the campfire, and we're doing it with two very special amigos, Roduzay and Wishi 6K.
We back.
Yep.
We back.
Cooking
and
tacos.
Cooking tacos.
Whipping it
Thank
up.
you. Thank you very much to the family and friends out there holding it down that are all going to feed us here shortly with some delicious tacos. Check out the Taco Cam on our Instagram live right now, Tree City Radio, at Tree City Radio. And I wish you could see these two men in front of me. They're stylish, they're handsome,
Thank you.
they're young, they look the part. We just heard Rap Cat's Delight, which is a collaboration between Roduzay and Wishi 6K. Would you guys say you collaborated on this one as a unit, or would you say you both collaborated on this as individuals?
As a unit, for sure.
Yeah, it was originally supposed to just be just Zay as a feature.
Oh, okay.
And I had heard him playing the beat, And I came into the studio we have, and I was like, "Whose song is this?" And he was like, "It's Schlick's." And I was like, "I'm getting on this."
Yeah.
And I was like, "No questions asked. Extend the beat. I'm getting on this."
Oh, that's awesome.
And it was, that one was really fun, and I feel like that was a good kickstart to our relationship with Megalithic Records.
So what is the relationship there? Because first of all, to talk about, just to mention what you guys were talking about in the first mic break, the style with the visuals, we mentioned G-funk influences, we mentioned some chop and screw, some southern influences and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then in this, while we were off air, we were also talking about how you're branching out, how you're meeting new people.
Mm-hmm.
To me, one of the most attractive things, as soon as I look at your catalog, is just that style. Just like every album cover is coming at you almost like a No Limits Master P record.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know whether to look at the gold or the sparkly diamonds or the cool whip, or, you know, like, I don't know, somebody on the cover doing something wicked.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and so I've been curious. I've been where megalithic falls into this, Roduzay, specifically with you, because I see that handle tied to your work a lot.
Yeah. So me and Wishi, so originally like I was running across like a bunch of the members part of Megalithic on Instagram and stuff, you know, keeping my eye on them. You know, showing love, showing support. And Schlick, one of the main people, the founder of Megalithic, one day he just reached out and was like, "Your stuff's cool, man. Would you like to be part of Megalithic?" Like, I don't know, just like he really loved our stuff, and
Yeah.
he wanted to get me and Wishi on together, like not just me.
Yeah, it's like a
So-
duo situation.
How did he hear your stuff, Wishy?
Through Zay.
Oh, okay. So you just like shared it and did the hookup.
Yeah, I think he stumbled into Zay's work from Zay just being tapped in like that, and just was like, "Hey, you guys are a cool duo. You want to be a part?" And you know, I'm not gonna lie, at the time I didn't really know, and so I was like, "Oh, let me check it out." And I looked into it, and I was like, "Yeah, these guys are dope. Like, I love what they do, every single member. So let's do it. Like, why not? You know?"
See what we can do and do the best we can with what we got. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like distant fam.
Yeah. Where are they from? Because I know
Everywhere.
Equipto was also on that track, which is a Bay Area artist, if I'm correct.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Yep.
Yeah, and multi-generational as well. Well, like I said, listeners out there, you got to see these cats to understand what we're talking about. So I'm going to drop some links in the chat so you can get a visual. And speaking of visuals, join us on the Instagram live feed of our taco cam. We got fam out there right now. Thank you very much. It smells great, by the way. I don't know if you guys are picking up on those. I can't wait to have some tacos.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
taco aroma is
Yeah.
just
Right. I almost wish
flooding.
My stomach, bourbon.
I wish we could invite your growing family of rappers, because everybody needs to get down on this. Unfortunately, we only have 12 shells, so we might have to break them in half and share.
Do what we
Fine
gotta
with
do.
that.
But we're keeping it in the family. So like I was saying, I'm going to keep dropping some links in the chat so you can see these guys as well as hear them. I would probably F with your stuff if I just saw the pictures and never heard it, because you look cool.
Yeah, I
Like,
love
That's
the
big.
pin and pixel. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. The type of cover art style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's
overall,
Always
that's-
just
I feel like
love the
image-
look of them.
Yeah, image and visual that's huge. I
R-
feel like maybe some people don't realize that, but I mean that's what people see. You know,
Yeah.
You grab a book and off the shelf of wherever, if the cover looks cool, you're like, oh, let me see what this is about.
Yeah.
Let me read the back of it.
They always.
yeah.
What's this about?
So
You know, that's what you see. That's what you judge first. If it looks cool to some people, then it's like, okay, what does this guy got?
okay, so in this latest release, the Resurrection from Roduzay that dropped only 6 days ago, July 7th,
Fresh.
the Resurrection, fresh coming to you. And this, he appears to be some sort of a mystical pharaoh who is imbued with magical powers of time and space. He is emerging like a Christ figure from the base of a pyramid to steal your girlfriend. And we're going to make sure that you can see this as well. So I dropped that link. Check it out. Resurrection Roduzay. We're going to hear a track from that right now. How about Friday Night?
Let's get
Yeah.
it.
You want to hear Friday Night? This is Friday Night from Resurrection.
Friday
Fresh
Night.
off the presses. A Roduzay solo track, but I think you'll enjoy it. Welcome back to Tree City 1 a.m. We are well into the second hour. We don't normally do this, but we're doing it for our summertime Campfire Stories Summer Series Special. Or Summer Special Series, Special Summer Series. Mix it up however you want. We're doing it for two reasons. We're doing it, one, because we love summer. We love everything that comes with it. We love outdoors. We love campfires. We love campfire cooked treats. We're doing it for another reason, and that's because we love doing it with our best friends and the people that we hold near and dear to our hearts. And that means many of you out there listening, the family and the friends, and that also means those right here in the studio, and that is Roduzay, Wishi 6K. We got Extract, we got Crevice also in the room.
Yep.
We're eating tacos. We got the taco on the Instagram live. I'm sorry if you don't have tacos yourself right now, but I hope you do within the next 40 minutes, 42 minutes. That's long enough to procure some tacos.
Just whip them up really quick. They don't
Whip
hurt.
them up really quick. That's what we did here, as
Yep.
evidenced on the live Instagram, Taco Cam. So if you aren't looking at these gorgeous individuals via the Instagram links I so graciously dropped in the chat, you can at least look at some gorgeous tacos and not eat them. It was Tacotopia today, and they had Little John at Tacotopia. Tacotopia Fest, something that I believe that we manifested here on this show. I've talked to you guys about it, correct?
Yeah, it was manifested. I
Yep.
believe it. I fully believe it.
For over 2 years now, we have held the taco torch. We have been in the cheeseburger trenches. And we've been a pizza pal, a pizza amigo, some would say. We've delivered pizza across county lines, which is technically against the law. So sue me, come at me, bro. I don't care. Trump what?
Tacos.
Tacos, exactly.
Tacos.
I'm choosing tacos out of pizza and burgers. I'm gonna be honest.
Exactly. Now, normally every Valentine's Day, I take my lucky lady out on a date to eat tacos, specifically because I find them to be the most romantic food. There's nothing sexier than an individual noshing down on some hard shells with some soft interiors that drip and spill all over their chin as they do it, if only to have smelly burps that they have to blow away from my face later that night.
And with some crunk music going.
Yeah.
Crunk music, crunchy food, usually paired with a good beverage.
What's better?
How'd you guys make your tacos tonight?
Had obviously the ground beef with, gotta top it with the cheese first so it melts just a little, just right, and then lettuce. I'll add extra stuff here and there, but I'm going with that combo. I don't want a mouthful too much of a mouthful. You know what I'm saying?
A mouthful is all you need. And I am looking at my taco right now. I have all the ingredients that you mentioned. However, mine appears to have suicided itself before I could do so for it. I cannot eat this taco more than it's already eaten its own toppings. They're spilled across the plate. You wonder if I'd ever seen a taco at all, or if perhaps someone described one to me and simply drew me a picture. But it does seem more edible than others I've seen. So thank you so much. I appreciate everyone involved in making the tacos for tonight. If you are so in need of tacos, we don't have any we can send across the airways, but we can play you good taco-inspired music and good taco-inspired music from Wishi 6K and Roduzay. We've been hearing some tracks from you guys already. We heard some off new and old projects. Most recently, the most recent was Roduzay's solo EP, which dropped barely, not even a week ago. That's The Resurrection. About 3 months before that, you guys dropped Heart of the City with Pleasantville, who were on 2 weeks ago, if you guys remember them. If you didn't catch that episode, try to catch it while you can. It's going to drop out of the archive right about now. And, you know, that leads me to something that I've been mentioning, the difference between your solo careers compared to your duo work. Some of them are bangers. Some of them are perhaps underground sleeper hits. What's coming next? Because you guys are working all the time. I know we're only seeing the tip of the iceberg. Go ahead, please. Take the floor while I enjoy some of this beautiful taco.
Eat that taco, Adam. You deserve it.
Thank you.
So, what's to come next for, as far as it goes for Wishi 6K and Roduzay? That crunch was a beautiful crunch.
Great ASMR.
Go ahead.
What's next? We have a EP as well. Should I just say it? I mean, I should just say it. It's gonna come out soon. We got an EP with Hemlo.
Yep.
The man himself.
Very excited.
Coming back. You know. Well, Wishi 6K Roduzay is like we're not gonna be constricted to just a duo. We had Heart of the City. Cool. Now we got another collaboration and with the man himself.
The vampire.
Yeah, the vampire, Mr. Lowlife.
Yeah.
Yeah, another 5-track. It's just fun songs yet again.
When is that due to hit?
Here soon.
Soon. I can't give exact dates, but it's done, and it'll be
in the final stages.
Yeah, it'll be in people's ears very soon.
Where will it be available?
Everywhere.
Hey, Jinx, you owe me a sub.
As always.
And when can we see you guys live again? Because we actually featured last week in the video episode, and anyone interested, check it out at Mountain Offensive. That's the production company of Tree City Radio. Check it out at YouTube at Mountain Offensive. The 100th episode of Tree City transcended radio and became a video episode. And we featured a live performance from these two gentlemen. Have you been performing? Have you been very active in the scene since?
Nah. So after, I'm not gonna lie, after the Kasky show from last year, which is what Adam is referring to, we haven't really had too much going on for concerts, but we're back. September 24th, we're gonna be opening up for Kasky, and also as of today, confirmed Hemlo, Mr. Lowlife will be there as well.
The vampire.
The vampire. The king of darkness. The new age. He's back from the dead. He's going to be there with us. And
it's going to be
September 24th. I mean, it's at the Neurolux, right across the street from the wonderful Radio Boise. Pop in. It's going to be a good time. It always is.
The Neurolux, often manned and guarded by our friend Andy O. You guys met, stopped by as we were giving shout-outs that one night, that one fateful night. It seems so long ago, yet was not. But okay, so September 24th, we're going to look for that. The Neurolux with Kasky, opening for Kasky. That's Wishi 6K and Roduzay. Let's say we hear one more track from you guys before we move on with some other stuff for tonight. Let's see what we got left. Do you have any recommendations you guys want to shout out, talk about real quick?
Recommendations as in?
As in which one of your tracks you'd like to hear next?
Oh, man, I don't remember what I sent you. What's left? List them off.
You got Taco Mind. That's what's going on. Well, how about this? I'll do you a favor. Since you're drowning in tacos, I'm going to play From the Mud Born in a Storm.
Let's do it.
Because that seems to relate to your current situation. Too many tacos. They're going straight to the bloodstream. We're going to wake this guy up. The only thing I have to wake him up with is more tacos. So we'll see how that works. For hanging with us. If you're only now joining us, it is 2:40 a.m. Hopefully you are finding your way home, whether by foot or by car or perhaps by aquacraft. But we hope that you're doing it, and we hope that your belly is full of the delicious, delectable treat we like to call tacos. We've been enjoying them this entire program. We've been enjoying them all day as Tacotopia came to town. We had Lil Jon within city limits. I did not go and see him. Instead, I was at the Grateful celebration, the Grateful benefit concert put on by KRBX. What were you guys doing this afternoon?
Building my bed frame. Getting ready to come here.
I did not go see Lil Jon, unfortunately. I was working. That isn't very eventful. A very eventful day, full of work.
Another day, another dollar.
I was disappointed with my afternoon until I spoke with you. Now I'm very satisfied with my afternoon.
Me as well.
What's wrong with your bed?
I just never bought a bed frame, so I finally bought one.
Guy stuff.
Yeah, it took me like 2.5 hours to build, but got time for anything, you know?
I think it's like an achievement anytime a guy does get a bed frame.
I won't have to buy one for a while.
Did you have a box spring?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I got rid of that.
That is a step up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a step up.
step up. Did you order a kit or did you craft this yourself? How manly are we talking?
Just bolts from Amazon.
Just bolts?
You got the
Yeah.
kit.
Just bolts?
Yeah, just bolts and a Ryobi drill.
That bed is still on the floor, isn't it?
Nope.
Just bolts?
Pretty.
That
Well, I
is
mean,
that what?
well,
what-
that's like that's
No
what
frame.
that's what I used to put it together. I mean, there was.
I know you need
other
a lot
parts.
more for a bed than.
I mean,
just
I don't know
bolts,
the specifics and what like the
You
bed
got
pieces are
robbed.
called. Nah,
You're paying full
Nah.
price for a bed. You're getting this Amazon, and you got bolts showing up, and
No,
so
not
what?
just
Like
bolts.
a Ziploc?
it's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice bed frame.
What are we rating the bed frame? 0 to 10.
I'm giving it 8.5.
I'm not even sure there is a frame at this point.
There
It's
is,
just
I
bolts.
promise.
I'm thinking this guy screwed up his mattresses.
Nah.
Literally, he's putting bolts into the side of mattresses.
It's memory foam.
That's even worse.
What do you sleep on?
You messing up the memory
I
foam.
sleep on memory
Just
foam
bolts.
myself. Not a single penetration to that memory foam, I can tell you very much. Not by bolt, not by human, not by anything. Especially not on the side. You're compromising the integrity of the structure. That foam's never going to have the same memory retention that it did when it came off the factory line. Now you're putting bolts in the side. You think
Well,
you're
not-
improving the design.
All right.
You think you're improving the design. You're getting bad advice off Amazon. You're reading bot reviews from some guy out of India telling you that the bolts work.
Yeah.
Just bolts.
No, it has a
I got news for you, dude. You can sleep on bolts without even the mattress.
yeah.
I got a neighbor with like gravel and all kinds of crap in front of his house. You could sleep on that for free. He tells me all the
Love
time.
to.
Gotta get some more than bolts next time.
It's a good thing you're the youngest member of Farsighte because your back's not going to hold up as long as you're sleeping on whatever garbage these yahoos from across the planet convince you to wait 7 to 10 days to get, thinking you're getting a bed. You get bolts, for God's sake.
We got a headboard too.
Those
Got
reviews were
Oh, okay.
the-
Now,
well,
now
well-
the story grows.
like what do
A
I call
headboard
the little
and some
the little
bolts.
sideboards that hold the bed in? I don't
That's
know.
called a bed
That's the
frame.
bed frame.
Yeah, like
You
the
got a
bed
kit.
frame. I got a bed frame.
Yeah, you got the kit.
Yeah, what I used to build.
Has
Put it
anybody,
together. I used bolts. That's what I was saying.
has anybody else seen this bed? Does this bed even exist? Is this the
I
scary?
showed him a picture.
Is this
of
the
it.
scary
No, no,
story
no,
you
no.
brought to the campfire circle?
Yeah, I
The
think
bed
Not
that
at all.
does not exist.
the bolt bed.
The bolt bed. You'll wake up with kinks in your neck.
Oh yeah.
7 days. 7 days until you return it. And wait 6 weeks for a refund.
We'll
I
need
don't
to
want that.
we'll need to come back with a confirmation on whether or not
I haven't
this bed
slept on it
frame
yet.
truly exists or not.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm left on the edge. You're left on the floor. You don't even have an edge to be left on. You're sitting on bolts and they hurt.
Ouch.
They hurt pretty bad. All right, so tell me a scary story. Obviously, you're not sleeping at night, Roduzay.
It's been a little hard recently.
I mean, looking at this picture, where are you? Oh, I got it. Thank God I got away from the haunted pharaoh that was going to lightning bolt his way into my psychosis. Here he is, right here. This guy. Can you imagine if you guys woke up and this guy's just standing in the corner of your bedroom, holding
Some bolts.
some sort of an yeah.
Holding a Ryobi drill.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, you just hear
That's my sleep apnea.
you
dude.
hear a budget battery powered electric
That's your sleep
drill.
Yeah, that's my sleep paralysis demon. Like Roduzay with a Ryobi.
I'd be pretty happy if I woke up to that.
Chopping and screwing ain't only for music. It's for poorly designed bed frames
And bolts.
and the bolts that don't fit them. But they'll come with them.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, what
Spare bolts
All right.
and everything.
you want to do your
Wishy
spooky story or
6K. Scare me.
Oh man. Okay, so yeah, I've been really thinking hard for the past 2 weeks. Maybe I'm just a very blessed person or something. But one of the spookiest things that like comes to mind, this was I want to say, gosh, like 6 years ago. I was camping with my buddy, out at his parents' cabin. Out in Oregon, like middle of Oregon, like middle of nowhere, like in the forest, you know, and it's not like some like, you know, usually when you think of like, somebody's like parents' cabin, you know, it's like all fancy. It's like, no, this is like, it's real vintage, you know, but we were like, no, we're not sleeping in the cabin tonight. We're going to go pitch a tent up on the hill. So we go up on this hill, we pitch the tent, we're chilling in there, we're sleeping, trying to sleep, I guess, not sleeping yet. And we hear some steps around the tent. Oh, yo, hold on, what is that? And so we're quiet, and we hear the steps going on. Yeah, the sound effects. And we hear the steps going around, and then stops completely. And we don't hear anything walk away. It just stopped next to the tent, and then it was done. Creature, it'll usually scurry off. You'll hear it run away. You know, all the leaves crunching.
Yeah.
Nothing. We didn't hear anything. We thought somebody's just messing with us for sure.
Wait, what did you say? Leaves crunching?
Yeah, you're gonna hear that critter running away just like that, crunching along.
Like the shell of a
Like the
well-cooked
shell
taco.
of a beautiful taco. And next morning, we wait. Well, we were terrified for a good while, but we thugged it out, and we slept in the tent. I mean, what else are you gonna do? You can't just pack up the tent and go to the cabin. What's the point of even being in the tent in the first place?
You'd expose yourself to the creepy thing walking outside.
You're like, in your mind, you're safer in the tent. So,
was it? Could you tell just by the sound of the feet pressing the leaves if it was a bipedal or perhaps a quadrupedal creature?
For sure.
Skinwalker?
It was bi.
Yeah, there was not 4 legs on that thing. I'll tell you that much. Not 4, not 6, not 8. It was 2.
I would go with Skinwalker.
I definitely think a Skinwalker was lurking.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We asked everyone the next morning, hey, someone come up to the tent last night or what?
There's no way that was a bear.
No, what are you talking about? Everyone's like, oh, it was probably a deer. No, man, I would hear a deer run away.
Yeah.
Nothing ran away. It was just gone. That's probably my best spooky story. That was not a fun experience, but it's fun to talk about. So.
Well, I'd say that's pretty spooky. I would be pretty spooked. Let's hear it for the story. That was a great story. Yeah, no, I would be pretty spooky. It could have potentially been a bear.
Man, a bear's big though. You would hear it walk away.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sniffing up
like
on
it's
the tent and
okay. So
everything.
2 feet walk up, 0 feet walk away.
Yes. Those feet circled that tent.
Right, and no Oh, okay. They circled no. Yeah, I think it was probably just a mushroom hunting weirdo from the local neighborhood, probably checking in. Probably wanted to make sure you didn't leave any campfires smoldering or anything. Make sure that you hung your food up in trees and stuff like that. Probably just checking in on you.
Yeah, it could have just been a really good guy. Just, I hope they're doing all right,
Yeah, probably. He's just like, you know what? Before I shape shift, I'm going to make sure these campers are okay.
Yeah.
That is Wishi 6K and Roduzay of Farsighte notoriety. They hung with us for Campfire Summer Series. I'm going to get that right. Episode number 6. It's been real. It's been fun. We're 4 minutes over time now. So with that, I'll bid you adieu until next week. We're going to have a special guest next week and then return 2 weeks from now with Versa and Himlo of Farsighte Music. So, Wishi 6K, Roduzay, you know what we like to do on the show as we close off. Thank you very much. Any final words to send our listeners home with?
Thank you to anyone that's listening. Shouts out to Adam. Shouts out to Farsighte.
Yeah, thank you.
All my
anyone
brothers.
who's tuned in. Sorry, keep going.
No, that was it. All my brothers.
Okay. Yeah, no, thank you to everyone who's listening and listening currently. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Radio Boise. Thank you to all of the supporters who have been listening to the music from the past handful of years and still currently. We hope you had fun on this Tacotopia Saturday night.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Tacos.